It's another Axel 72 video, and in today's video I'm back with another interview, and I'm here with Spencer Binks. Spencer, how we doing, man?
I'm good, thank you.
Good to hear. It's a pleasure to have you on the channel.
Thank you for having me.
Brilliant. So, am I right in saying you're a professional boxer who's a welterweight just turning over now?
That's right, with Scott Cayley.
Yes, lovely stuff. So, I'm going to start off with the question which I always like to start off with. Why did you start boxing?
Well, I've always been like around boxing. Like
Mm-hmm.
my dad used to box, so always been in and out of boxing gyms from a young age.
Mm-hmm.
Just thought I'd like learn to look after myself really,
Mm,
and then here I am.
of course, of course. And so, do you remember what happened in your first amateur fight?
Yeah, so it was at Worksop.
Okay.
It was a good fight to be fair. I still keep in contact with a lad called Will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good fight. I won on unanimous decision over three. I think it was like might have been a minute and a half rounds then or something. Could have been 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I remember getting out after. I was like flipping. I need to get fit already
Mm.
after doing just them 3 rounds. But yeah, it was a good fight and works up.
Good to hear. Now, I'm sure a lot of people have that same kind of mindset coming from their debuts. And I mean,
Yeah.
from your whole amateur career, what would you say was your biggest achievement?
Uh, well, in terms of like stuff that I've won, like not like a massive deal in terms of like what I actually won, but I got silver in the East Midlands Box Cup.
Mhm.
I boxed for the East Midlands belt. I think that was like the elite, the elite belt as well, like 68 kilos, I think it was.
Okay.
Boxed quite in a few championships, and so yeah,
Mm. No, definitely. No, that's great, mate. And so, how many amateur fights did you end up having?
26.
26. Okay, so
Yeah.
not a crazy amount, but why have you
No,
decided to
not.
turn over
But
now?
it's well, yeah, 26. But obviously, lockdown took a toll on that. That starts for about a year and a bit. So,
Hmm. Yeah, of course, of course. And so now you've decided to turn over, but why now?
um, right now I'm a senior.
Hmm.
The amount of fights has slowed down a lot.
Hmm.
So I thought I want to take it to that next step now. I feel like I'm improving. I feel I'm stronger. And the goal, to be fair, well, the goal was just to have an amateur fight.
Hmm.
That was it. And then as I got on, the goal was to I want to have my first professional fight at 20.
Hmm.
And then by the time that my professional fight comes, I will be 20. So
Okay, okay, that's brilliant. And so, I mean, of course, like you've mentioned, you're turning over with Scott Kalo, and
yep.
I mean, as a channel, we've worked with Scott Kalo on his shows and stuff like that, and he's a
Okay.
great
Yeah.
guy. And
Yeah, it
so,
is.
how excited are you to be working with him?
Oh yeah, really excited. I spoke to lots of his lads. DJ Tollerton, I don't know if you know
Yeah,
him.
he's a great guy. Yeah.
Yeah, really great guy. I've sparred with him and Taylor Gregg
Hmm.
and a few of his other lads that I spoke to, and honestly, they can't like speak highly of him. Right, so
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited to work with him. Seems like a great guy.
Yes, indeed, indeed. And so, do you have a possible date of when you might be making your debut?
Yeah, we're looking like 30th of September in Nottingham,
Okay.
so
Okay.
working towards that now.
Okay, okay, that's very good. I mean, I live around there, so I'll probably be coming down to
Okay,
that, mate,
lovely.
and it'll be,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, I'm looking forward to
Good
it,
to see
mate.
you.
Okay,
Yeah,
so, of course you are turning over at welterweight, but a lot
yeah,
of fighters kind of turn over at one weight and then eventually fill out a bit more and then move up in
yeah,
weight. Is that your possible idea of maybe moving up later on?
yeah. Probably
Hmm.
well earning, me super well earning. If I like I say, if I carry on growing and everything, I'll probably be middleweight eventually.
Hmm.
So we'll see
Yes.
how what happens.
Indeed, indeed. And so, just for yourself turning over now, what would you say is your current motivation?
Well, I don't know, just because it's something I've wanted for so long.
Hmm.
So I just want to, yeah, I just want to prove to myself I can do it. Really, not anyone else. I just want to prove to myself.
No, that's brilliant. No, you always want to be fueled by something, and it's good to see that you are your own motivation.
Definitely, yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
And so, just for yourself as a fighter, if nobody's maybe seen you fight before, what would you say makes yourself interesting as a fighter?
Uh, well, I like to mix it up. I can box, I can stand and bang if I have to. I can mix it up really. That's what I like so much.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I said, I don't mind if I have to get in and try out class with a lad. I don't mind having to get in there for a scrap. It really don't matter to me. So,
Good to hear, good to hear. And so, is there any kind of fighter which maybe you pick a bit of their styles off of?
Um, well, like I said, I watch all sorts of people, so little bits and bobs, and the lads that I spar with, great. From amateur to lads that I train with, from amateur to the pros that I've mentioned that I spar,
Mhm.
and then I like to pick little bits off them up and bits that I watch, and yeah, all sorts.
Mhm.
Always
Okay.
learning.
Yes, indeed. And so, I suppose going into your debut, I don't know how much you possibly suffered with stuff like nerves and stuff, but do you think that might play a little bit of a factor in your debut?
But yeah, I imagine I will be nervous for my debut just because it's so different. I imagine there'll be lots of people there, and yeah, it will. I imagine I will be, but to be fair, towards the end of my amateur career, like no nerves whatsoever because it just felt kind of natural to do. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? I'm sparring 3 days a week,
Mm-hmm.
so it was kind of normal. But at the start of my career,
Mm-hmm.
like yeah, there was nerves. I
Mm-hmm.
say I think I was my first fight at like 12 or 13 years old.
Wow.
And I remember when I walked out, being stood in the corridor, I could not stop moving just because I was that nervous, that much adrenaline. But towards the end of it was all right. Just kind of settled down.
Mm. Of course, of course. And you spoke about there being most probably a lot of people there for your debut. What is the Spencer Binks fan base like?
Yeah, well, good. Towards the end of my career, as I got older, like it did pick up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for my debut, we're going to sell quite a few tickets, and yeah, we've got a few sponsors as well, like supporting me and backing me. So yeah, the fan base is looking good.
That's
So yeah,
that's great. Of course, I mean, moving into the professional side of things, selling tickets is such an important
massive.
aspect of it.
Yeah, it really is definitely.
Of course, and so just as you are just turned over, how far do you believe you can go?
Well, I'd like to earn like English title, British title. That's the goal.
Mm-hmm.
Even something like an area title. You know what I mean? I'm buzzing with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, from a 12-year-old amateur boxer who just wanted to have an amateur fight,
Mm-hmm.
just just even turn fresh was a massive achievement. But if I can get all that way, then yeah, that's brilliant. I'll
Mm-hmm.
be buzzing with that.
Mm-hmm. Of course, lovely stuff. Well, I'll leave with this final question, which I always like to ask. You've got a little bit of a platform here. Would you like to shout anything out?
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to shout out my sponsors. So GW2, massive sponsor, really helped me out. August Catering, Chopper PT, all of them, massive help. I was sitting in a BMW too. Yeah, they've helped out. So all of them, just like to say thank you to them. Make sure you look them up.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay. Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for doing this, mate. Maybe when
No, thank you very much for me.
if I can catch you on your debut, if I'll be there, we
Definitely.
can try and maybe get another interview afterwards.
Yeah, sounds good. Look forward to it.
Lovely stuff. And so if you're new around here and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you like the video, and thanks for watching.